tonight. From the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans, it's a special prime-time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints taking on Kirk Cousins and the Minnesota Vikings.
It is always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. The kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
First down, here's Cousins. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph, but it's going to be second down. Again, it's Cousins. Lets it fly for Thielen. Man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Vikings.
Touchdown.
Adam Thielen, 63 yards. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. The underdog here is showing no fear. Great opening drive.
Now, we weren't in the locker room for the pregame speech, but I will guarantee you, somewhere along the way, the head coach said, let's just grab a big stick and smack them with it and let them know we're going to be here today. They may be the team that's supposed to be superior, but we're not backing down to anyone.
And on the road, no less, setting the tone. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota.
Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And right away, he'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Pass
Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Second and 10.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards on the play, first down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. Breeze now on first down. That'll be complete to Cook. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long. Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Again, it's Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 30. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
The throw from Breeze into the hands of Smith.
Breeze pass.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Smith. A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the 24-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. Breeze to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Latavius Murray, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And now it's third down.
Brings up third down and 4.
Now Breeze again. The open man is Smith. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pick.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Saints touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment that allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Lutz with the extra point. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And we are tied at 7. Able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 20.
The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game, and they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
16 yards.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he fends him off. They still can't get him. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
But the Vikings and Saints, you might recall, they battled in the wild card round a season ago, and it was the guys in purple who came in and pulled off the upset, with Kirk Cousins finding Kyle Rudolph in the end zone.
This is caught at the 20.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Jefferson, a 39-yard gain on the play. First down, Viking.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. 7-7, our score after 1. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Open man here is Conklin. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain, it's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they'll try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing that it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Cousins able to connect with Adam Thielen, and the Vikings have taken the lead. So they've had 2 drives, and he's had the 2 receiving touchdowns.
And how about a game plan where you decide to force feed or feature someone, and it works? First 2 drives, as you noted, end up in touchdown passes. I think they're going to keep going to them until the defense makes any kind of an adjustment.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's polished off by a Viking score.
Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball. I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
2nd and 1 at the 34-yard line.
On 2nd down, Kamara. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Yeah, he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll give them a fresh set of downs.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? It looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And Cook has it, left side. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. His throw incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 11.
From the gun, it's Breeze. This is going to be incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Adam Thielen, he gets set to go again with the rest of this offense. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Gonna let it fly for Rudolph. And he bats Fires it away, and it falls down incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Lets it fly for Thielen. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Vikings.
Pass complete.
Tajay Sharp, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
The score.
Bailey got the extra point, and it's now 21-7.
Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. Listen, there's some guys that will be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. 6 yards on the pickup, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Back near the goal line, Cousins. Short throw to Smith. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 9-yard line.
Final play of the half. Cousins gonna let it fly for Rudolph. And got his man complete. The 30, the 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the 3rd quarter?
So we reach, due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter.
Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. Now this will make it into the end zone, and we will not see a run back here from Harris. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line.
41, Alvin Kamara.
Jeff Gladney able to come up and make the tackle. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Pickup.
Breeze going to throw.
The Vikings.
Drops this up to Kamara out of the backfield. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here's Breeze. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. That'll result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They run it again with Kamara. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3, he got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Here we go with Kamara. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Cook. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Well, let's check on the call.
Offense. Come on, man.
So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
12 brings up 3rd down and 2.
They'll run here. It's Murray. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Makes the score Vikings 28, Saints 10.
So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Dula on the return. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Cousins here on the bootleg. forced out to his left. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line.
Credit that sack to Marcus Davenport.
Impressive individual effort there. No one was going to stop him around the edge.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And that's why if you play in a 4-3 base and you're a defensive end, that's why you get the big bucks. They count on you to do everything.
That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, 75 yards. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. On the return, Deontay Harris. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Saints take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end. As Sanders has it broke free, and the Vikings pick up the football. And they're going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings.
Minnesota.
The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yards.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this carries into the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do. At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Cook. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Jaleel Johnson busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Another try after the first down sack. Breeze, and he's going to go down again. Daniil Hunter, his 2nd sack of the night.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Sanders has it over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, but it leads to 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Harrison Smith. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down the 15-yard line. The domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Now left side on the swing pass. And and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Cousins pass.
A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Bailey lining up for the
They seemingly just continue to score at will, and as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win, but one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will make it into the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
at their own 25-yard line.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling.
And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Danielle Hunter bringing the pressure yet again. That's his third sack here tonight.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. Breeze will wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
Says this will be incomplete.
Intended for Alvin Kamara. Incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Johnson on the return. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. To throw, Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Minnesota.
So another score there, and often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6.
Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints coming out now to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On play action. Now Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
That's good.
14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Overshot in there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. That'll bring up second down.
It's now second and 10.
Again, it's Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 36. Breeze to throw again. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder what plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
From down at the 12, it's first and 10. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier.